Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 867.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about how precious metals prices are about to take off. And specifically, I wanted to talk with you about silver, because this is something we've been following for a very long time, and silver has done extremely well, but also the price, as we know, has been suppressed. But I think that there are some signs that maybe silver is about to break free. So I'm going to share with you an email that I sent to my email list last week, giving them a heads up about precious metals prices. And it says, I've been a big believer in precious metals for years, especially physical silver coins and gold and silver mining stocks. They've been one of the best investments, handily outperforming stocks for the last 3 years. In the last year, silver is up 61.11% and has averaged a 3-year return of 53.17%. Silver Junior Mining Stocks, another one of our holdings, finished number 1 last year, up 115%. Recently, silver's been a bit quiet, even though the Wall Street Bets everyday investors are going hog wild buying silver and emptying out many mints around the world, including Australia, which is the Perth Mint, Germany, and the US Mint. The mints are canceling coin orders due to a lack of silver. With mints and mines closed, physical silver supplies will dwindle, and it will become more difficult to source any silver. Tech companies that manufacture solar panels, cell phones, computers, and electric vehicles need silver to create their products. A solar panel uses about 20 grams of silver. Cell phones use 200 to 300 milligrams of silver. An average computer uses about 1 gram of silver. Silver must be sourced in advance for manufacturing, and with mines shut down and mints sold out, how will they source silver in order to keep manufacturing running smoothly? Tech companies like Apple and Tesla must be making plans at the highest levels to make sure they have enough silver to continue manufacturing their products. Silver is also a form of money and would compete with paper money if its price wasn't manipulated lower. The numbers on the debt clock show the current U.S. debt, which is currently over $28 trillion, which is not including unfunded liabilities for Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. And it calculates what the per ounce value of silver and gold and other things should be if you divided the known supply of silver by the debt. Can you guess what the debt clock says the price of silver should be? So I want to pause here and say that I took a picture of the debt clock, but if you're not familiar with it, you likely have seen it and just not known that it was the debt clock. But it is like a calculator with lots of numbers on it that are moving constantly. And as the debt is accumulating, it's moving on this debt clock. And therefore, other assets that are coordinated with the debt are also moving, such as debt per U.S. citizen and things like that. It automatically calculates all of these numbers at the same time. So one of the numbers that it calculates is the dollar to silver ratio. And the dollar to silver ratio is just saying that how many dollars are in circulation and how much known silver is there. And let's calculate then what each dollar would be worth in silver. And the more debt that there is, the more that the silver becomes valuable. So for example, it goes back to 1913 before the Federal Reserve started, and it calculated that the dollar to silver ratio at that time was $2.66 an ounce. Well, if you look at what the price of silver is now that the debt is $28 trillion, It's not $1,000 an ounce. It's not $3,000 an ounce. And keep in mind that today silver's about $25 an ounce at this very moment. No, the debt clock shows that the dollar to silver ratio right now is $5,189. And what's so ridiculous is that the price of silver at $25 an ounce right now is below the price that it was over 40 years ago. And what else can you say is cheaper than it was 40 years ago? I can't think of anything. So my point with this email and sending it out to my list was that I don't know exactly the day that silver is finally going to be released from manipulation and is going to be able to trade freely in the markets. Right now it's held down by contracts for silver that are traded, not by the physical silver itself, but paper contracts that represent silver. And they've been traded for a long time. But now, at the end of the contract period, people are demanding the physical silver and not just rolling the paper contract over to another period of time. So if that continues, then the people who actually have bought silver contracts will be delivered physical silver until, well, somebody can't. And when they can't, then we'll know that the pricing mechanism needs to go to a whole new supply and demand level. And that's where reality, hopefully, will come back in. Again, I'm not saying that we can get to $5,000 an ounce anytime soon, but I definitely think at the end of this year, we will be seeing higher prices on silver than $25 an ounce. And even the next couple of weeks, it looks like we're in for some interesting increases in the value of silver. If this is the kind of information that you like and you'd like to be on my email list, just go to my website at lindapjones.com and sign up on the pop-up there that comes up on the page. You'll get a little freebie, but you'll also start receiving my email on Thursdays every week. And if you haven't already subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available so you never miss one of them. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.